Warning, proceed with caution. The thoughts and views these individuals have or speak on are for entertainment only. The hosts of this podcast are from the streets and for the streets. Please consume responsibly.
Yeah, dog, easy. It's an easy call.
Yeah?
I wouldn't even hesitate.
You'd be like down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'd be like, hey, do you want it? Yeah. Cut my grass? Shit.
I never thought, like, no, I see it. She's a beautiful woman. Like, and she's tall and she's very well maintained and she's beautiful. I just didn't think that, like, I don't know. I sometimes feel like you guys have that, like.
You think we're man whores?
I mean, realistically, though, it don't take much for me, so.
That's true. I think, so, like, who did I tell this to? I told this to the guys, like, probably 95% of the women out there can get it. Like, are we going to get married or like, no, but like.
They can get it.
Quick little smash?
They can get it?
Yeah. Like, it's not.
What is like a hard pass?
You know what's a hard pass for me? Girls who take their shoes off at the club. I think that's the dirtiest thing ever. You take your shoes off at the club?
No, I take my shoes off at the podcast.
See, that's not okay, but I mean, we're like if Vinny he cleans his house, but like at a club, bro, we're like people are spitting and spilling.
They just want to be comfortable.
Okay, that's not a hard pass for Vinny.
Like, I'm not against it.
What's a hard pass for you? Something that you're like, I'm good, love.
I don't know. If they share drinks with everyone, like even randoms. I've seen girls who are like, if you're like with your group of friends, I guess, a couple times. But if like a random pulls up, even if it's a girl and they're like, oh my God, yeah, try my drink. It's like, oh, that's nasty.
Really?
What are you drinking? Here, try it. Yeah?
Yeah, even if I don't know, like if I don't know her and I go up and I'm like, oh, what is that? And she's like, oh, you want to try it? And she like passes me the straw. I'm good. Unless she's hot.
Okay, so it's not a hard pass.
But even
no,
then,
because if you're ugly and doing it, it's a hard pass. If you're hot and doing it, if you're hot,
but if I see her do it other people too, then it just throws me off.
Juju, I'm asking you, like, what's a hard pass? Like, even if she's hot and she does this one thing, you're like, no gracias.
Honestly, if she's fucking hot, she can do whatever she wants.
You're trying to just see things in black and white, bro. There's a gray area in there where it's just like, damn. Like if I see like. Who? Emily Ratajkowski. You know, that's my girl crush. If I see her barefoot at a club and she's like Juju, I'm going to be like,
okay.
Well,
Whatever,
well, what are you going to do? Go wash your feet real quick.
My hard pass has to be a guy who wants to split the bill.
Really?
Yeah. Like, if you're like that, like, are you going to sell me? Or, like, I can't. Like, hear me out.
No.
No, hear me out. You guys have never asked, like, I'll be like, Juju, can you stop by and bring me lunch? And Juju be like, yeah, I got you. And he'll go buy it. Not once does he tell me, can you sell me? Can you send me the money? I give it to him. I don't. Maybe in 3 weeks, he's like, Melissa, can you bring me? Or I'm like, look, Juju, I brought you water or whatever. Like, it's kind of the way I keep tabs, which is not right. I understand, but it's my way. And I could never be with a guy, like, if we go eat and he's just like, it's going to be $25.50 for you. I can't.
I got one.
I can't.
I got one that even Emily Ratajkowski can't escape. If you take food from my plate.
Without asking?
No, even like, without asking, that's an automatic. You get out of here. But like, when I offer you something, I offer to buy you something, not to share.
Stop.
For instance,
We eat together all the time.
I eat.
We've talked about this.
No me gusta. Like, even today when you asked for that little sip of Coke, I was like, bro, we were just there.
He's going to smack me.
Could have got a whole ass other one. I'd rather you pour a little bit and throw the whole thing away.
See, that's a problem that you guys have.
That's to take mine.
That we're going to have to address that. And that's why we're here. By La Calle, addressing problems. One at a time. Welcome to By La Calle, episode numero
37.
Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the little bell so you can get notifications every single time.
Episode 36, just in case, because I'm not sure.
Episode 36, because we're not sure. Yeah, so sorry we started this conversation because we saw, you guys, we can't say, would it be disrespectful if we say who it is? I would be flattered.
I don't know. Is your man a jealous type?
No, I mean, I would love that. Like, if somebody said, Melissa can get it, I'd be like, oh, thank you. I'm married, though, but thank you. You know? So, I would like it. And everybody's going to want to know.
Who we're talking about?
Yeah.
Can I say it then?
So say it.
Argelia. Argelia. I think she's beautiful.
Yeah, so we were talking. I was swiping. I know Argelia personally. She's a great friend.
And you got that.
What?
The name.
Oh, I didn't pick it up. And they heard her voice. And what did you say, Juju?
I was like, she can get it instantly.
And so obviously she's married. She has a husband and 2 beautiful daughters. And we're just kind of like, should we say? Like, is it inappropriate? Do all women out there want to hear she can get it? I mean,
They do. Even if they say they don't, they do. Of course a woman wants to be thought of like, oh, shit. Like,
I sometimes feel like I'm not thought of that way. And it makes me sad. I feel like I'm in
just go to your comment section.
Aisha Curry. I feel like I'm in the...
I see the Pala Calle DMs too sometimes. Stop.
The DMs?
Yeah, sometimes people send DMs thinking you're the one who runs the social media only.
It's him.
And I see him and I'm like,
catfishing
you're fucking nasty.
You should reply to him. Reply to him in video. Be like, hey, dog, go to church.
Yeah, full disclosure, it's me and Melissa on the social media page, so I see everything, guys.
All the dicks you guys send.
No, I don't receive any.
Yeah, because I open them.
No.
And I'm like, yeah,
screenshot
I'm your
send
filter.
Kidding. Yeah, I don't think I'm seen that way. Even when I go to the clubs, like, I don't get hit on, nothing.
Just fucking liar, dude.
Are you kidding?
Oh, woe is me.
When have we been out?
Me and my bikini fucking pictures.
No.
Like, stop.
But I have to do that for attention. Porque nadie me pela. No. Have we ever been out and I got hit on?
Because people respect you.
Don't worry about
And
it.
you got
They
big
see
ass
us.
Juju next to you.
They respect you. They see us and like, nah, I'm not going to risk
That's not
that.
the point. The point is that, like, Aisha Curry, she's hot.
And she's wholesome.
And so I'm wholesome.
You're not wholesome.
You're wholesome.
Estúpido. Oye, speaking of wholesome, nos fuimos el otro día to the strip club. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have not seen it, you definitely want to go back and check out the previous video. We had fun. I had never been to the strip club with you guys, and it was a good time. I feel like I need to go back and take my husband. I sent him
the worst one.
I sent him a video of me throwing the girl the dollars, and he's like, "Did you get turned on?"
Hell yeah.
There you go.
He looked at that stripper. He's like, she can get it.
He goes, "Did you get turned on?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Oh." I'm like, "No, I was more busy like looking at the guys, the weirdos that are there, judging them. Like I was like people watching." And he's just like, "You don't belong at a strip club." Because I was just being judgmental the whole time.
I don't know. Personally, for me, like, I don't really... Me throwing $1, I get more concerned. Like, fuck, I could have used that. As soon as it's out of my hands, like, god damn it.
I see that too. Because I'm like they don't like you, dude. They don't want to talk to you.
I learned that the hard way. I used to think they liked me.
You used to think that?
I'd be the guy at the ATM fucking...
Yeah?
No, Vinny. Cheese-me.
That was it. That was it.
But
Well,
when did this
remember,
happen?
remember how homegirl, she threw all of her money so fast?
Yep.
That happened to me my first
Here's
time
the video.
too. I'm throwing the video there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Where she just threw all the money de un chingazo.
Yeah. So my first time there, I remember like me and my boys went with like $100. Oh, my first time with my group of friends. We went $100.
The group of you guys only had $100?
No, we all had $100.
Oh, shut up.
Right. So I went $100, and I thought it was like some baller shit to like fucking throw it all at once. And I didn't realize like, oh shit, like
You still got a couple hours here, buddy. Better.
we just got here, so I was like, fuck, I gotta go back to the ATM. Then I learned about the private rooms.
How much are the private rooms? What is that? I've never been. Tell me a little bit about them. Go.
So you can get lap dances at your section or like where you're sitting down and stuff like that. And a couple songs, like maybe like $20 for like 2 songs. But then they'll be like, hey, you want to go to the private room? And the private room, it's like a little sectioned off. So like it'll be like this, like a couch like that, but it's sectioned off. So it's just you and her. and that's where she'll go more like topless, and if she gets a little more risky with it, you still can't touch them, but like they'll.
So you can't touch them.
I mean, there's like
shades of gray.
Yeah, again, it's not just black and white. Like they'll let you like if they don't think you're a weirdo, they'll like let you caress or like, but you can't like grab and fucking meter like that. Like can't go crazy with it.
Okay, got it.
Unless they let you.
Unless again, it's up to the girl's discretion. They're not supposed to let you, but if you're having a good time and you're tipping well, and you're not a weirdo about it, they let you get away with a lot more.
Okay. How much are those? The $20?
No. Mexico, yes.
Those are probably like $60 for 2 songs, or like $80 for like 2 songs, depending on the girl. Really,
I honestly don't think that's enough money. I see the work these girls do. Un aplauso for the girls at the strip club. I don't think that that's enough money.
That's enough money for where they're at. Respectfully. In Vegas, a private dance, that should run you like $150 for like 2 songs.
$150 for 2 songs? That's not enough money.
That's just you being like picky, dog.
I don't think so.
If you think about it, if you get 10 dances, that's already $1,500 you made in a night.
10 dances? That's a lot. 10 dances is a lot.
10 dances in 8 hours or 4 hours, whatever how long they're there.
That's a
not,
lot.
That's not a lot, fam.
That is a lot. I work for
each song is 2 minutes. So 2 songs is 4 minutes with one guy. So that's 40 minutes. In 40 minutes of dancing, you're making $1,500 if you charge that much.
No.
Including and not including and that's not including the tips you get from the stage dancing, from your regulars.
Mija, abra un OnlyFans. I don't know, put a fart in a jar. Like, people are paying so much more money. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't see it. I don't.
But that's not. But again, the same reason you don't want to open OnlyFans, they don't want to open OnlyFans. They do. Yeah, they do that dance, but that's doesn't go nowhere from their OnlyFans. Anyone can see it. Like a lot of these girls are probably still lying to their parents, thinking like, "Oh yeah, I do this. I work there." Or they like, yeah, I'm a dancer, but they don't make it as public as other girls do.
Right.
It's like there's girls who like I follow them from the club. They're like, "Oh, who's coming to see me tonight?" And they'll promote it like crazy. And then there's girls who I follow there, and you wouldn't be able to tell that they're strippers.
Mm-hmm. I saw a lot of girls, and they looked like Instagram models. Like a lot of the girls there, you know, they look like Instagram models, Fashion Nova models, and stuff like that. And I'm like,
well, most of them usually are.
And then you're a stripper at night.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's double dipping. Or that's how you promote your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to see more of me, babe, here, follow me on OnlyFans. Or, like, follow my IG, and then that leads them to OnlyFans and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's awesome. Good for you, girls. I think you guys should make more money. You couldn't pay me $150 to fucking dance with a fucking...
I wouldn't pay you $150 to dance. I'd pay you $150 to not dance.
We see you move, bro.
Hey, like Taylor Swift? She was dancing? Did you see her?
No.
I'm like, that's me. Taylor Swift and I have the same rhythm, bro. Except I'm Mexican.
And she's a billionaire.
She's wild.
Yeah. Is she still with Travis Kelce?
Yeah.
Oh, good for them.
Can't wait for that breakup. The album's going to be sick. Football references like crazy.
How long have they been together? Months?
Yeah, it's not even.
I mean, I thought they were just together just to sell the Super Bowl, but
still there.
Guess it's real for now.
Ish.
Well, yeah, we went to the strip club and we ate.
How's the food?
And the food was pretty good. It was good, and it was a good ambiance. Let me say that. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it was a good time. I'm not gonna say the name of the strip club because they need to pay, and we already made a video before, so it was fair trade. No, it was a good time. I'm even thinking.
I was like, all right.
No, I'm even thinking of going with my husband, like chilling and hanging out.
So the one we went to was a lot more.
Like there was couples. It
calmer.
was
I don't want to say calmer, but it was like chill. But like it's like the other one that's coming next Thursday, I believe, or a couple Thursdays from now. That one cracks.
Yeah,
that one's because
is that in LA?
The one in downtown LA. Yes.
Okay, I think we might go. The whole time I was there, I was hanging out. I like looking at the girls. I think they're gorge. I had like $10 in ones, and then Juju. So that was fun. And I think I was like super in the vibe. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to come next week with my husband. It's so much fun. And then when we got home and I was talking to my husband and he was telling me like, did you like the girl? And he started asking me about it. And I saw a little twinkle in his eye and I was like, no, I can't go. We can't. I like the idea of not being toxic.
You'll get jealous?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Of the stripper at the strip club?
No. Don't be giving my fucking money away. Whose money are we going to give away? Unless it's yours. Unless you take out some money to give to my husband. But we're not giving my money away.
Why you yell at us?
And then you can look for a little bit. But how long? Until my eye starts twitching.
You're toxic.
Usually, boys,
Toxic.
usually you guys are really good.
Toxic.
Like, I have some video of Vinny, and he was looking, and then he turned. It was like you guys are good. Juju never once stared. It was kind of like.
Well, because he works there.
My coworkers.
And then.
It's different.
And then he was eating, and then Vinny was like eating, and then would glance again, and then kept eating. So it's like a good balance. I would not be able to fucking handle it if my husband was to just, like, be looking at a girl. I can't.
What if she looked just like you? Like, would you be down with that?
You know what? That's fucking weird.
What?
That you're saying that. Because my husband has said the same thing. What is it? What is it? I don't get it. Well, she's
Not cheating if you guys are identical.
What does that mean? That I can't get jealous because she looks like me?
Yeah, like, he has a type.
That's even worse.
Well, you'd be more jealous. You'd be more jealous if it was like a girl who looked nothing like you, and you're like, you're into that.
No, I don't think it matters.
I think it does.
I don't think it does. I just don't want you like mine. You cannot stop. It's getting hot in here. Just the idea. I can't. I'm not ready. I thought I liked the idea and like hanging out and having some drinks. I saw a couple. They're like wearing their like Dodger jersey and having drinks, both of them. And I was like, that's so cool. Sorry. Hi, my name's Melissa. I am the president of the Las Toxicas, and I won't be stepping down anytime soon.
Damn. I guess we just had to take him without you.
This is why we're going to go to Vegas with you.
No, I can go by myself.
Nah, dog. Equality. If you can go, you can go.
Like, he wants me to go. Did that turn you on? Fucking weirdo. Fucking creep. I'm like, no.
That's what it is.
No, it didn't turn me
Yeah, I
on.
said if it turned you on, you're like, oh, okay.
What?
He's because he asked that question. Did it turn you on? If you're just like, hey, call, what's up? Oh, cool. You throw some money? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's awesome.
No, I mean,
But when
play
he
his
asked,
cards right.
but did it
Yeah.
turn you
are
on?
you fucking kidding
And
me?
you're like,
A big booty, yeah, big booty girl, and then like his wife is right there. Like, he was in heaven when he saw that video. He was like, yeah, let's go back.
that's what I'm saying.
No,
He was excited not because you were in it. He was excited because you were in it with a stripper. And that's what
Yeah,
triggered you like,
probably.
oh, fuck this guy.
why is it every guy's dream to have two girls?
It's not mine.
I don't
It's
think
too
I have
much.
I don't think I have the stamina for that.
Yeah.
Stop. But I think it's every guy's dream to have.
I actually turned down a threesome in Cancun
With who?
with two girls. With two girls.
Did you know that?
Nope.
They just said, vente, Calle.
They were Japanese.
And you said, no, gracias.
And I said, domo arigato. No, they're Japanese. And I said, no, I'm good.
Why?
So I'm not into that.
You're not in.
I'm wholesome. It's me and you. And it's just, it's hard. It's hard to like, I don't know, man. Like, just so many. I think because we as overthinkers are not prepared for that. Like, am I giving her the right attention? Am I not giving her enough attention? Like, what if I do this? What if I, finish with her, but she still wants to go? And what if they?
And then if
Too
they
many
end up with each
variables.
other, then I get jealous?
So neither of you guys have ever had a threesome.
No. I've done three-way kiss. Like, that was baller. That's as far as it went.
Yeah, I just don't know how to handle myself.
Yeah, I don't think, again, hi, Melissa, the president of Las Toxicas. I don't think I'm there yet. Maybe one day, but I don't think I'm there. I'm just too, like, he's mine. No, you don't get to do that. Don't look at him. Don't breathe near him. One time,
In band camp?
we were at the club and some girl dropped something and he stopped to pick it up for her.
That
You're crazy.
that pissed you off?
You're insane. That's
But let me tell you, here's the thing. I know girls. I know women. And that girl had been like,
He was a good-looking guy.
Yes, I know. The whole time. And I get it. I was working. So I'm like hosting and everything. But on the corner of my eye, I can see her like, and he's just standing there. And she's just like looking at him. And I can see it. I know he can see it too. So then she dropped like her ring or something, like one of those glowy rings. And I'm like hosting and he puts his drink down, gets down, picks it up, gives it to her. She's like, oh, thanks. And they start talking. I'm hosting. I give the mic to the DJ and I walk over there and I'm like, what we're not going to do is make me look like a fucking joke. Like, the last thing I need is a bitch to walk around saying, oh, you know the girl that was hosting? Oh, you know the radio girl? Her man was talking to me.
oh my god.
Or hitting on me.
Wow.
Like, that's what we're not going to do. No, we're not going to do that.
Look at that. It's time to go.
And I get it. It could be a little toxica. Like,
Not a little
No, that's
toxica?
fucking crazy.
it's just like, you know, guys, right? You know, DJs. Aren't you the one that's like, she's a fan?
And that's different.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So there's this girl.
No.
I'm not going to say who. Por respeto. But there's this girl whose boyfriend is a DJ. And Vinny, she's gone up to Vinny and she'd be like, I'm such a fan. And what do you say? What do you say? Say it.
Say what?
She's a fan.
Nah.
Yes or no?
Don't touch me with your dirty toxica feet. We just talked about this. But is she a fan?
Yeah, I'm just stating facts.
Okay. Over my fucking dead body.
What's wrong with that?
Melissa's husband is a fan.
But she's not an entertainer
I
to
don't
say
know who
shit
the fuck
like
that bitch is. But she was cute.
That's why. She was ugly to be okay with it.
No, I don't. Listen,
You know, Melissa never took you for the jealous type. That's crazy.
no, I'm not jealous.
No, that's...
Oh, what?
What can I fucking throw at you?
I'm not jealous. I am just territorial.
That's being jealous.
He's jealous.
Okay. I'm not jealous. I just no me gusta que me vean la cara de pendeja. And I know that sometimes some women, and you know, it's all about energy. You know that. And if this girl, I've met beautiful women who've come up to me and we've all like hung out and, you know, they're not trying to fucking suck my husband's dick. And I know that. And it's okay. But sometimes, you know, like, you know. What was that quote you read the other day? Ojo de loca no se equivoca.
Yeah, the one from
Like, I knew.
in our YouTube comments, yes.
I'd be damned. Oh, Melissa's husband is a fan.
Psycho.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's a lot, bro.
You know what's fucked up? That you guys can't support me in this.
No, that's crazy. Like, were you guys married at the time when this happened? I would have dumped you. I'd have been like, no, we're done. We're done.
No, I'm
And she's hotter. No, I don't even know what she looks like.
hotter.
I don't know. I don't know what she looked like. You have a picture of her?
No.
Because what's crazy is that he knows he's not the entertainer. So he knows there's these guys oogling at you and trying to get into you and trying to get in your pants and trying to flirt with you and stuff like that. And he still is cool with it. But the moment he picked up a girl's ring, like, hey, you dropped this, man. Which I would get it if, like, he was a toxico and he was like that. But this guy served in the armed forces. He's a gentleman and a scholar. He was raised right.
That's the problem.
So anyone that's raised right, I, myself, Vinny,
I feel like
we
I've
all would have
talked
been
about
like,
this
hey,
before.
here.
How's that a
Deb,
problem?
Here, you dropped this.
Don't. Don't.
10 times out of 10, I'm picking it up and being like, here, and you dropped it.
Keep walking.
Nope.
Don't be helping no
That's
bitch
not how
out.
we are. See?
I changed a little. But back then, it was tough.
He didn't call you out on it?
What? No, he does. Like, he always says, if things were the other way around, like, we would not be here.
For instance, what happened with my little brother?
What? But he's actually really cool. Like, he doesn't...
But if he would have flipped out like that, what'd you have done? Now you're...
Flipped out? Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that wouldn't have been cool. But the thing is like, your brother didn't give off that energy.
But also, you guys been married, so...
For a really long time. Yeah. We weren't married then. It was different.
Yeah.
Yo ya me calmé.
Ish.
Ya no soy la misma.
She said that she just recently said that she can't go to the strip club because she'll go crazy.
I'm sorry. I know plenty of couples that still would not set foot in the strip club. Why would you... Like, a lot of people...
Because you wanted to take them. And it wasn't until your doxa came out, she said, nah, we're not going fucking nowhere. Because I can't take them looking at someone for more than 10 seconds.
I want me gold. It's mine. Mine. My treasure. Mine. No one can have it. Just me.
Fucking Spiegel over here. My precious.
Whatever. One day you guys are going to meet the love of your life, and you're not going to want another fucking DJ coming to talk to her and being like, she's a fan. Or trying to like, you're like, the fuck, homie? Shut up.
I don't mind.
I'm not the jealous
I'm
type.
trusting.
You're not the jealous type? Good. That's the way it'll work.
I know who she's going home with.
Good stuff. Anyway, will we go to the strip club? Who knows? Probably not.
I wouldn't want to go to a strip club with you guys, so...
When's the next strip club? Not this Thursday, but next Thursday. We'll be in downtown LA. You have 2 weeks to think about it.
It was nice to see Teddy there.
Yeah. He was happy to see us. A little surprised.
Yeah, it was a nice surprise. Melissa, she went for the first time, a girl from work. So that was fun.
And she got rid of fucking $40 in 10 seconds flat. She busted a Vinny.
Then she wanted to go to the ATM. Like Vinny. So how was your weekend?
It was good. I guess I'll kick it off. Well, actually, it was Saturday, Sunday, slow and easy. Hardly left the house, just how I love it. Friday, I want to go see Luke Combs in concert at SoFi, and it was amazing. See the hat right here. It says, beer never broke my heart. Because it hasn't. And it was fun.
That's a nice hat, actually. You guys are both kind of wearing the same vibes.
Trucker hats. It's because Vinny's recently, Tennessee won him over, but then he really started watching Yellowstone. So the cowboy in him is growing, ladies. So if you were looking for
I've been wearing trucker hats for a while, though.
reggaeton, yeah, but now it's with a purpose. But first it was just for style. But it's a trucker hat. They have a regular Adidas. I have a fitted Adidas hat. All these trucker hats,
That's
baby.
a nice hat. I like it.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Oh, sí, feliz Día del Padre. A todos los papás.
My mom made some bomb-ass birria.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
I saw the
it's not
ensalada de
birria, it's
codos.
barbacoa.
Yeah, I saw the ensalada de codos.
She made everything.
That's the shit that I crave.
She made everything. And then she put some beef ribs in the barbacoa to top it off.
My mouth just...
Chef's kiss. It was amazing. My mom got down in the kitchen.
What did your dad say about his tickets?
He was excited. And, because I was like, I thought it was going to carry over to Father's Day. I gave them to him last week for the anniversary.
Why didn't you wait? Oh, because of the anniversary.
Yeah. So they just celebrated the anniversary. Then it's Father's Day. And then my mom's birthday is next weekend, too. So I was kind of hoping that would just... that would just cover everything, you know? But then I was like, no. So I got him like I was going to give him like $40, just cash. Like, here you go, it's $40. And then my mom's like, hey, do you have $20 I can borrow? So I was like, oh, well, now he's only getting 20.
I didn't give my dad anything yesterday for Father's Day. I've been mad at him.
What happened to the jersey?
I didn't get it. I didn't get my husband anything for Father's Day either. I didn't even write him a card. But
he deserves to go to the strip club now. We're taking your dad too.
Yeah. Been mad at my dad.
Where are you mad at your dad?
She's met.
They're just... My mom and my dad are emotionally immature. Like, they don't watch the show, so I'm fine with it. It's just they're like my mom and my dad les vale madre. That's it. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, they're hard asses. And I get it. I come from a line of hard asses.
You're a spawn of them.
But at some point in life, you have to be like, is this the hill that I want to die on? Like, is this the hill that I want to lose on? Do I really want to lose what I've built just to say, fuck it then? Like, at some point you have to be like, okay, I'm wrong. Or I'll take a couple steps back. Or I'll take the heat. Whatever it was. They are just such hard asses that it never ceases to amaze me. I'm like, Dad, really? Just like that? Like, you're just going to be like, yeah. Okay.
He's earned that right. Stubbornness. I mean, our parents are stubborn.
Yeah.
I don't argue with my dad no more because I know he's not going to, I could be 100% right. He's going to be, no, I'm still right. And he's going to argue till we give in. I'm like, all right, cool.
It turns my stomach.
So I'm have it, bro.
I hung out with my mom on Saturday, and she's a hard ass. And I'm just like looking at her like, Mom, ¿qué te pasa, güey? O sea, compórtate. Like, why are you doing this? And I can't tell you, but I can tell you. Basically, haz de cuenta that there's a table, okay? Everything's set on the table. And she's just like, oh, on the whole thing, you know? That, like that. And then I saw my dad yesterday, and I'm having a conversation with my dad about something completely different now. My mom and my dad have been separated since I was 8. They are separated because of that energy. Fuck around, find out. Let's see. A ver quién puede más. Mm-hmm. And a totally different issue, same thing. I'm like, Dad, like, just say you're sorry. Or let's just, don't do that. Just the whole thing. So anyway, that's why I'm mad at my dad. Because I'm just like, it's exhausting to be the reasonable person. And
if you're the reasonable person in your family, dog,
I am.
That family's fucked.
I am the most sane, reasonable with all of my toxicity. I'm like, Dad, you can't do that. Like, imagine my husband did that to me or said that to me. My dad's looking at me dead in the eye, and he's just like that. Unos huevos de cabrón. Anyway, how was your weekend?
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to my dad. He didn't deserve shit. Se porta mal, güey.
What was the reason for your husband?
Oh. Well, my husband didn't get me anything for Mother's Day. But we just basically say, ¿qué quieres? And he'll say, like, oh, I want some new shoes.
All this just showed us we were poor. Got it.
And he said he wanted some new tennis shoes. And I said, okay. So he tried them on and stuff. And then he's like, no, I didn't like the way they fit. I'll just get myself some. And so he's going to get tennis shoes whenever he...
Way to make him run back and forth. See if he runs faster.
Like the kids with the lights. Just back and forth. So he's probably going to get some shoes. But we don't buy gifts for each other anymore. Like, we either just give each other cash or from our accounts.
Weird.
And flowers. Or like a nice card. We rate each other cards. Do you give your dad cards?
No, I'd rather just give him money. My little brother wrote him a card. And he wrote like this whole... I didn't read what the card said, but he's like... Because usually they'll be like, hey, just buy him a card and we'll throw our money in there and we'll give him like, you know...
Yeah.
If you give him 50, I'll give him 50. It's $100. Boom. He's gonna spend it anyways. And the card is like, no, I'm gonna buy him a card. You buy him a card. And we kind of got an argument. I was like, dude, just fucking put my money in there and say it's from us. Like, you can say your sentence or whatever, your paragraph is from you. Just put my money in there. And he didn't want to do it. And I was like, okay. And then so we went to Target. He's like, are you gonna buy a card? I was like, no, motherfucker. I said I'm not. See, and that's where my stubbornness comes. Like, I'm not gonna buy a card. I said I wasn't. So I just hear that. Here's Happy Father's Day.
And your brother wrote a whole thing?
Yeah, he wrote a whole fucking thing. And
we're big on writing cards also. Like, even on a blank piece of paper, we just write letters, like, to each other and stuff.
I don't write cards.
You don't write your mom or your dad a card?
Nah, because then I don't want him to sell it when I get famous. My signature's going to be worth something one day, so.
I posted my dad on Instagram.
I don't think your parents would ever do that. Your parents are so supportive and so loving. I think they would love a card from you. Hey, Pop, sorry I'm such a fuck. Just kidding. That's how my cards start. Hey, dear mom, I'm so sorry. I know I haven't been the daughter you wanted. Such a failure.
No, we have open conversations, actually. So,
So that's even better.
yeah. Actually, so, to my weekend, we went to San Jose. Shout out Cindy. That's it's weird to call her my tia because she's not that much older than me.
The girl you were standing in front of?
Yes.
Picture?
Yes. Just to show her my dominance.
Congrats.
Fucking silverback.
Yeah, Cindy just graduated from, I want to say it's Santa Clara University.
Nice.
So she just got her master's in business.
Ooh.
Yes. Big shmoney.
Need a business over here? Come here. Sell Vinny.
She actually knows how to do that. So I'll save that card for another day. But yeah, we spent the weekend there. I was a last minute addition to all the plans. So I was kind of like, luckily my brother flew in Saturday. So Friday I stayed with my parents in their hotel room. And then Saturday I stayed at my cousin's hotel room. So, you know. But actually, speaking of open conversations, we were actually, when we got lit on Saturday night, kind of celebrating her. She didn't drink because she's actually pregnant. So she was having fun while watching us.
Congratulations. A double whammy.
Yes, she's having her second child.
Another baby for when you call a little rat.
Another achievement.
Another one to scare off. But yeah, it was funny because we were talking about the first times we all got in trouble with our parents. And I had the open conversation with my parents too, but it wasn't even the first time. It was like, I mean, we had a conversation, right, about like, did your parents ever hit you and things like that? So we had it again. And it was nice to have my little brother there for once because he was talking about his experiences and he was saying the same shit that I was saying, and my uncle never believed us. Because we all would always say separate things and whatever. But I think it's after the whole conversation, though, it was nice to know that I could be open with my parents. Like, there is trauma, but it's like we've talked about it enough to where it's like it's forgiven or we're all like in a good place. And now we can laugh at it. And thank God my parents progressed.
Right.
Rather than, you know, staying stubborn. I mean, my dad could be stubborn sometimes. That's like, I think it's a guy thing. But it's been nice.
Because I did one time, I think I told you that your mom, Vinny's parents, and Juju's, obviously your family too, they're so supportive that they watch all of the shows.
Yes.
Or they watch or listen to us on air or whatever. Where me, I like am free to say whatever the hell because my husband does not watch. My siblings, I think one of my sister watches. And nobody listens. So I'm very open and free to say my story. But what happens, even if it's your story, people take things differently. Like, we can literally be watching the same thing and you interpret it different. Yeah. So all that to say that Vinny's mom one time mentioned that, like, she sees you say things and she's kind of like sometimes taken back. Like, what do you mean you didn't have bread? Or what do you mean? And so sometimes we do le echamos poquita crema a los tacos because we're in entertainment. Like, do you know what I mean? But there's truth to it.
Yeah, but also I think it's like sometimes
you forget.
You block off some of the bad things or the negativity. Because there's even times I've done some fucked up shit in my past that I forget about. Right. Or even like my little brothers will remind me, like, oh, remember that one time you hit me this and that? And I'm like, what? Yeah, but I was a fucking bully.
Remember when you put my head in the toilet? Yeah. I would never.
Yeah.
So it's cool that, you know, your parents get to see you vent it out here, but then you guys also get to talk about it. And there's like no resentment towards it.
Yeah, no, because at the end of the day, like, they were kids raising a kid. Like, we grew up with each other. It's not easy for a 16-year-old to raise a whole ass child. Like, even me, like, at my age, my mom had 3 kids already and dealing with all that. I could never imagine doing that. So, and even then, like, it's, like I said, I'm glad they progressed because it was like all the fucking up or the fucking around was with me, really. luckily, I didn't let it be my crutch. I let it I learned from it and moved on, because a lot of people, they use it as their crutch.
Right.
You know, so I don't let that be the reason why I'm failing, or if I fail, I don't use that as an excuse, because it's kind of like you learn it and move on. Then with the middle brother, they got better and they were being actual parents. But then with the youngest one, they already knew how to be parents because they're already old enough. Well, not even old enough. They were mid-20s.
Yeah.
But they were they had already learned from all their past experiences. So
you little lab rat.
Yeah, exactly. So the fact that it progressed is a great thing. And even now, you meet my parents, you would never think
that they whooped your ass.
They didn't whoop my ass. My dad just showed me a couple lessons.
No, you just make mistakes. Even if it's not physical, what did Isaac said something to me, and I said something to him too. And then I thought, that wasn't nice, Melissa. Why did you say that to him? But I've never had a 13-year-old boy. And sometimes I forget that he's a teenager going through his things, and he thinks that being mean to me is the answer. And sometimes I'm like, motherfucker, I go back and I'm like, wait, you're the mom, bitch. You're not supposed to say that. So I'm getting used to saying, ow, that hurt my feelings, or that wasn't very nice, where usually I'm used to swinging or talking back.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're just a product of our parents. My dad, my grandpa, from what I hear, wasn't that great of a dad, but he was an amazing grandfather.
Yeah.
My dad was tough on me. He never just hit me for nothing. I always deserved it, even though it might have been a little excessive. But I always like to say I earned my whoopings. But, I mean, he didn't know any better, because that's what his dad did to him. So it's it's just, and then now we're here trying to well, you have your kids and I have my nieces, and I see them you try to be gentler with them, but I mean, it's just, I think we're always growing and always learning.
It's a generational growth, and that's what I'm excited for. And that's what I like.
Yeah.
Because I said, even we were all exchanging. It wasn't just me pleading. My cousin Alex was talking about his shit, and then but my tia Grace and my mom and my dad were also venting about their parents, and I heard their stories, and I was like, God damn, I'm surprised they didn't fucking beat me more, because that's all they knew.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know, so I'm just glad it's getting better. We're all getting better.
Think about it. Well, Vinny, when you have your kid, you're going to be twice your parents' age.
Yeah.
And it matters so fucking much. I think it was Eva Mendes, Ken's wife.
Eva Mendes.
Yes. She said oh my God, I had my kids at 40 and I wouldn't have it any other way, because yeah, you're older and people are like, oh my God, a kid at 40, no way. But you're wiser. You're more patient. You're aware. With Mateo has gotten, I think the boys, I'm really hard on Isaac, and my husband's not that hard on Jeremiah, but he's strict. And Mateo finished eating. Something as simple as Mateo laying on the booth of the restaurant, we would never let the boys do that. Sit up. Sit up. Mm-hmm. But we're tired. No, sit up. We're going to leave right now. We're going to get the check and we're gone. And Mateo put his head on my lap and he's just falling asleep. And the two older boys were like, what the fuck? You wouldn't let us lay down. And we're like, no. Yeah, you wouldn't let us. And my husband and I looked at each other and we're like, yeah, that was why? Why didn't we let them rest their little heads or whatever? Now that I'm older, but if you would have asked 27-year-old me, I'm sure I would have gave you a great answer to why. Because I'm not a bad mom, but
I think it's just you're raised off certain expectations.
Yeah.
From an older generation, and you want to keep everything traditional.
Mm-hmm. You don't remember them you laying down and be like, hey, sit up, or telling your sisters and like that? Hey.
I don't remember it being, I just know that the boys couldn't they were full. And they'd be like, oh, we're so full. And they wanted to put their head down. And it's sit up. You're at the restaurant, bro. Don't do all that.
Oh, I'm trying to think if
what was my reasoning behind it?
Well, no, I'm trying to think also if we did that and where did you not that, but I'm trying to think if my parents ever did that to me, but I was but because I understand, sit up, because if you fall asleep and you're full, you can throw up and choke.
Yeah, so or I'm gonna have to carry you out, or I'm gonna have to
yes, parents,
and
whatever the reason is.
Yeah,
I have two. There's two 7-year-old boys asleep in the fucking Olive Garden. Do you know what I mean? Like, it just, sit up, we're leaving. Calm down. It's not that big of a deal. Where Mateo, it's like, put his head and it's like, oh, but he fell asleep. Oh, little baby. And it's not that I love him anymore or any less. I just, if that was Isaac, I'd also be like, leave him. What the fuck does he, what's wrong?
If that was Isaac now, but obviously not.
Right.
Like your age now, not
Yes.
Isaac.
So age matters is what I'm trying to say. So when you guys have your kids at
85.
I think I'm gonna just adopt an adult. Skip the whole bullshit.
Adopt a 17-year-old. 17. Come out of 18.
The 17-year-old athlete.
No, I mean,
I
listen. Like, I think my dad. Obviously, when you're a kid, you fucking hate it, but you do take lessons from it. I don't think I'm gonna hit my kids the way my dad hit us, but I think you do. At one point in a toddler's life, when they're like 4 or 5, maybe 3, 4 or 5, you had to establish dominance. Maybe just one good nalgada, just to let them know that at any moment this hand can get you, boy or girl. And it's just like, okay, cool, but like, yeah, like where my dad, like, dude, my dad, like, any little thing, like, he'd be like, what? What'd you say? Like, smack. Oh, shit. Like, you got bad grades, you get smacked. I remember, like, going to the batting cages, and I had to keep up with my dad's speed. My brother's speed was 5 years older than me, and I couldn't. I'm swinging, and I'm not keeping up with them. My dad would, like, throw the balls at me, and then he'd be like, hit this, hit this. So, I mean, and again, like, he didn't do that as much to my little brother. Excuse me. He didn't do that as much to my little brother, although he did a little bit. Then my sister, she just walked all over him. Like, the youngest one, she got away with murder, and then now you see him with the grandkids, and you're like, huh.
That's funny. Throw them a ball.
Well, I mean, he said it one time, and I think I read it too on some Instagram or TikToks, where it's like, it's not the grandparents' job to raise the kid. It's the parents' job.
But even
just how my grandparents,
right? But even your younger brother didn't get what you got because your dad was wiser. And then when you look back, you're like, why was I such a dick? Why was I so mean? Like, I'm not. I think that's what I'm afraid of. Like, looking back and just being like, I was so mean. Your parents were mean. They were mean, or they did mean things, but
I think it was like
it's stress.
I think, yeah, the way they channel their frustrations.
Growing up, because you have to remember, there's also a man in your dad.
Yeah.
There's also a woman in your mom. And so it's like, I was going through a breakup. I was growing up myself. I didn't know how to be. And sometimes, yeah, I was fucking mean. I did do things that, I wouldn't do to a baby.
Yeah. And if I may, not to tell you how to parent, but like, one thing I wish I could have, my dad or my mom would have done for me, not so much, I'm going to make up for the shitty times I gave you, or like those times that I was still learning and we kind of slipped, but like, show a little more leniency.
Yeah.
Like, you can't go back and let Isaac sleep on a fucking booth now. He's the one who, he's a grown-ass kid. Like, you can't give that back to him no more. But there's other things where you're like, hey, you know what? Like, here's this little caveat because, and again, and don't let them run all over you, because I think you're a great parent and I think you do what's right for your kids. But at the same time, it's like, there's times where you're like, I'm like,
give him more time on his phone.
I did.
Right now. You did?
I did.
Soft ass.
I did. Yesterday, like, I snapped on him because it takes him forever, bro, to do his chores. Forever. And I'm like, este cabrón. But then I also started doing some research and I'm like, wait, I have ADHD. So Isaac probably has it. And I started looking into things and it's true. Like, I remember my cousins used to get yelled at all fucking day. My cousin, Panchito, that guy used to get his ass beat all
the name like Panchito, you're just destined to be a bad kid.
But he was just, no hacía caso, no
How many
hacía
silver
caso.
teeth did he have?
None. But then I see a lot of myself in my tia and a lot of Isaac in a lot of my cousin in Isaac. And I'm like, what is it? What is it? So I've been doing a lot of research and I'm like, it's me. I'm not educated enough and I'm not setting Isaac up enough in getting things done. So I walked in and I gave him a piece of paper and I'm like, here are your chores. We wrote them down. These are the things you need to do. Because I forget the things that I have to do. You know what I mean? And so it's like, and then I said, okay, how much time do you need for this? And then I set a timer. And that gives him dopamine. Like, oh, I got to get it done. That sense of urgency, and he gets it done. Okay, what's next? This. Whereas my other kid, I go in and I say, hey, you need to do this, da, 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 da. And he's like, sí, patrona. And he does it. So they're two different kids. And so I think with Isaac.
And Mateo was like, fuck you. You do it.
No, and so I've had to learn. And with Isaac, like I've realized that I like to have control. And I cannot have control anymore. Today he called me and he goes, hey, Mom, can I buy a burrito from school? Because he has his American Express on his phone.
Just be nice.
And but he asks me, right, can I buy something? I'm like, sure. And then he called me later. That was for breakfast. And he goes, Mom, they have quesadillas. I bought something at 10, but it's 3 p.m. now. Can I buy something else? And I was like, you need to start packing your own lunch. And I started.
Started yapping.
And yeah. And then I caught myself. And I said, okay, son, well, the choice is yours. But just know that either you buy something today or you buy it tomorrow. You choose. You make the decision of what you want, but you can't be buying 2 things from the fucking de la calle in one day. Stop. And so he made the decision.
So it makes my head hurt.
So he made the decision. And that's what I'm trying to do with Isaac. But I see a lot of myself in him. I also see myself being very strict, but I think it's because I feel that I'm his dad. I feel that he does not have a dad. Although my husband is very involved and he's a great role model for him and my son calls him dad, I think that it's only a matter of time until that switch hits for Isaac and he says, wait a minute.
You're not my dad.
Yeah, because he can easily say that. Be like, actually. And I still have to be the, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
your husband's a cool dad.
He is a fucking cool dad.
He's a fucker. But I think that's what I'm afraid of, losing Isaac. Because one day he's going to be big boy. And they point at Juju because he's going to be a tall, dark, handsome young man. Well, not dark because
I was
light.
like, I just, from an outsider looking in, I think you guys aren't alike. You guys are splitting images of each other.
Isaac,
like, I hear you tell him something, and it's like, fam,
it's hypocritical.
yes.
Like, fam, I literally just told you this.
Yeah. The other day, he needed I think it was like an email got sent to him. And he didn't see it. She's like, son, you got to be checking your emails all the time. You never know what you're going to get there. And you always got to be checking your emails. I'm just like, I'm editing something. I'm just like, what? I never wanted to punch her so bad. I was like, mother. I just wanted to yell and be like, she's lying, bro. She don't check her emails.
But that's the thing. Like, I just want to help him. And I don't. Do you know how hard it is for me to go to the fucking gym at 34 when I know it's good for me? It's hard for me to eat healthy. It's hard for me to check my emails. And it's brought me a lot of problems. I've lost good deals. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, if I help him,
but
I
also
feel like I can help set him up.
Your splitting image of you, your twin, has a problem with authority figures.
He does!
Yes.
Just like fam.
You do it hard enough, you're all you're gonna do is push him away. So you need to find that
sweet spot,
that little fucking limit on it.
And he is critical. Yesterday, I asked him to help me with my speech. He is a mean motherfucker. Like, god damn, he's mean.
They're the same.
Even Jeremiah, like my other one, he's like looking at Isaac talk to me. Sucks. It's awful. I'm like,
but you need that. You don't listen to any other way.
And also, it's his chance to vent on you a little bit without like venting, and you him getting his ass kicked. Like, oh, She wants me to be honest. Bet I'm gonna rip her a new one because I can't do this in any other form.
Yeah.
But did it work?
No, fuck him.
The speech didn't work?
No, he didn't want me to put any of the things that I told him I was going to do. And when I read them to him, he said it sucked to change it.
That's because kids are critical of their
And then I stuck to it, and it was a hit. At least I think it was.
It's all the nerds, all the fucking cool kids are like, loser!
How long was your speech?
Huh?
How long was your speech?
11 minutes.
Damn. How long are we going to show right now?
I think 5 minutes will be good.
5 minutes?
5 minutes?
2 minutes? 1
Where
minute?
those our viewers?
I just want to hear, like...
we need to find the 1 minute of your best part.
Okay. Because actually, I've been getting messages. People want to see it. So I guess I'll edit it and just make it.
We'll drop a complete
I'll
version.
edit it, and then you
edited
decide what
version.
you
No.
want to put.
When this episode's over, we'll air the whole shit.
Okay.
At the end.
Yeah, where
If you
people can
want
just
to see
leave.
my
Stay-
speech,
Stay
stay
till
till
the end.
And make sure you hit the like button and subscribe.
And the bell.
Don't unsubscribe if
I've already hit it. I hit it quite twice.
that had nothing to do with us.
Let me tell you how fucking excited I was. At first when they told me, so I did the commencement speech at a middle school and I was really excited. First, I don't think que yo me doy cuenta de las cosas que me dicen que haga cuando me dicen que las haga. Benny's like, let's have a podcast. I'm like, sure, whatever. I don't think I like the gravity of things ever. Let's get married. Okay. And so I was like, sure, yeah, I'll do it. Mind you, I was sick in my deathbed on Friday. And they were like, hey, can you come do it? I was like, sure, I'm sure I'll be better by Monday. I'll figure it out. And then I thought, I'm supposed to write a speech. How long is it? And they're like, about 10 minutes. I was like, what am I going to say for 10 minutes? And I thought, wait, I have a 13-year-old who just graduated or promoted. So I'm just going to tell them everything I said to my child. Y que me mandó a la chingada. And so I did it, and Isaac was very critical. He said that it was cringe, that it was embarrassing. He begged me not to bring him up.
Typical teenage boy stuff.
Yeah.
Or not teenage boy, teenage-er stuff.
He said I'm doing too much. Yeah. So, but I went today. It was beautiful. I gave the speech. A lot of parents. There was a lot of Black and brown families. And it was a charter school.
It was in Compton, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was a very small, it was a very small class. About like 60 students.
Okay.
And yeah, so I did the speech and a lot of parents came up to me and said how much they appreciated the speech, how good the speech was. I saw the faces in the crowd and the kids were nodding their head the same way you're nodding your head. And so I think that it was good. I think it was great. I was nervous. I did it a little bit at the beginning, but I just told them like, I'm nervous. This is important to me. Because it's the future I'm talking to. And it's my first time. So I think I have a future doing it.
Well, congratulations on your first one.
Por favor, para contrataciones, aquí. Hit me up if you want me to
Well,
go.
hit her up after you watch
The
speech.
No, and they said that they wanted me back for high school next year.
Mm.
I was like, oh, shit. La juventud. Yeah, okay, you sure?
High school's tough.
Yo, hey, high school is tough, bro. I want to
I
let you
think
know.
I got it.
I want to let you know they ain't these little gullible 8th graders like doing dances like for middle school and then for high school is just night and day. So you better bring it with that speech if you're gonna do it. Like bring it.
So you've been around them. So, like, what can I say?
Well, I mean, we play the music, but it's just like I being around 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. You're just like that, and like they're a little more open and like
They're more receptive to everything.
Yeah, that's what I was. They're more receptive and like they're listening, attentive. Where high schoolers think they know it all, they know what they want, and they don't give a damn what you do. Like you know, like getting a request from like a 6th grader, like, hey, can you play Dua Lipa or Olivia Rodrigo? Yeah, listen, you know we're doing some things right now, but we're gonna try to get to it. Oh, thank you. Boom, they'll leave us alone. Or in high school, it's like, hey, play Uzi Vert. And they expect you to stop everything you're doing, stop the music, and just put the track on and play it. And if you don't, chingada madre.
The last time I DJ'd a homecoming, it was a prom. I think I covered a medic shift. I remember they hit me up and medic couldn't do it, so I did it. And I played, I want to say it was Freak a Leak. And everyone turned around and fucking went like this to me, the whole crowd.
Oh, we get those a lot in high schools. No.
So then I played My Type, which is the exact same beat, but it's Saweetie, and it went fucking crazy. And I was like, oh, they don't know the old school one. So I tried to back that ass up, turned around, the whole half stopped. Change this shit. And I'm like, fucking guys, bro. Like,
at least in the 3-hour dance, at least like 80 times, I just want to be like, go fuck yourself, kid. Get the fuck out of my face, dude. Like,
yes.
But you can't keep it.
But it's also like most of the groups, they always have the one person who wants to be the fucking I don't give a fuck person, and those are the ones who like try to shit on you.
Yeah.
So what we do is like we get a feel for it, and like if you see more than like for me it's like more than a third dancing,
It's a win.
Like there's gonna be songs you don't like, there's gonna be songs you like. If you don't like it, go fucking do the karaoke room or go take pictures or something, dog. But we're playing for like everybody,
right?
It's hard though. It's hard like being patient with kids. So like if you're gonna do high school, you should just know like.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Well, maybe it's graduation, so they might be in a little better mood because they're like getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't know if you could get away with a 10-minute speech at a high school because.
Yeah, it was 10 minutes.
That's a lot. 10 minutes is a lot of talking.
My thing was 10 pages long. But I also wrote it really big. Because remember I said I had ADHD. So I looked up and I was talking to them and then I looked back down and I wanted to know where I left off. And I didn't want to get lost. So.
No, I'm excited to hear the speech and see how it goes. You know, I think you did a good job. You are a blabbermouth, but.
You're great.
You make great
certified
points.
A1 yapper.
Thank you. I can't believe you said that to me. Did I ever tell you what he told me?
What?
When?
So Vinny and I have worked events together before, but I think he's seen me in action, but not really. And I'll tell you why. I'm glad you asked. So Juju is good. Juju's really good at what he does.
Yes.
And so what I do is I let Juju do his thing. And then I jump in for a little bit, and then I jump out, and then I jump in and jump out. And I really enjoy working with him because when you do it, it's exhausting. Like hosting is what we're talking about. And I've hosted before. I think the first time we worked together, you were DJing and I was hosting. But I don't think it was to that extent. It was a little different. People were coming, taking pictures. They were eating. It was like, it wasn't me working. So I don't think that Vinny has ever seen me work in that way, ever. He's seen Juju work. Juju's a fucking monster. But he hadn't seen me do it. And recently at Citadel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Recently at Citadel, I was working and there was no Juju to hide behind. So I had to do all the work and I was working. So I got the job done.
Uh-huh.
And he tells me when we were walking, I took a break to feed my kid, which I would never feed Isaac, by the way. As we were talking about the kids, the difference in the age. Isaac would sit there for 2 fucking hours. You wait, kid. I told you. And Mateo, Mom, I'm hungry. I'm like,
Real quick, there's times where Mateo's in the studio and like she's on air. He's like, Mom.
And Isaac would never. Isaac just looking down, being such a good boy.
District soldier.
Yeah. So we're going to get food for Mateo, who's fucking having a cow because he hasn't ate in 30 minutes. And Vinny has the caucasity to say, what did you say to me, Vin?
You're a great fucking yapper.
You just yap. Like,
you just fucking pull shit out of your ass.
Where do you come up with it? Like, so good. You're so good at like, not word of mouth, at like.
Ad-libbing?
Not even, I don't even know what it's called.
He said.
She just made a conversation out of fucking everything and anything that passes by her. Like everyone that passed by.
And
Like Juju's good because he'll throw jokes in a sense. He'll try to roast you a little bit or whatever. And
I was roasting. La señora that was standing over there with her Michael Kors bag.
Yeah, I mean, that's not really a roasting.
The guy who was white and was just staring at people, and I was like, "Oh, who are these Mexicans?"
Yeah.
Like, I was roasting.
Yeah,
I mean, not like him.
you're putting people on blast here or there every time somebody will pass by, and I don't know. You just fucking kept coming up with shit to talk about. Where for me, like I think majority of these people or regular people would have just like not know what to say. They'll like get the one person over and they're like, all right, we're good for like 20 minutes.
But I kept these people.
Everybody.
I worked. And he was just like, wow, you just have word of mouth. Like you just yapping, like you're just talking all the time. Like, where do you come up with these things? And I'm looking at him and I'm like, Vinny, I'm a radio host. Like, what's happening? But Vinny had never seen me work. I'd never worked with him. I had, but he did most of the work at the other event with the music. And I was, with the students, obviously on air. It's set times and when we've done hits.
I did a market with you once too. That was my first one with you. But it was kind of dead, so there was like nobody even to talk to. But it was the first time I saw you in a public space like that, and goddamn, respect.
Thank you.
Certified yapper.
Certified
yapper boy.
But I was like, I don't know if I like that. Like, I didn't take it as a compliment.
You have the gift of gab.
That's what he said. That's what he said, and I'm like, I don't think I like that compliment. Like, I talk a lot. Like, what's that? Funny guy?
Yes. Almost too much, one might say. But you get paid for it, so it's a good thing.
I was to say, you're in the perfect
It's
spot.
a talent.
I got paid for it. But yeah, that was a compliment Vinny gave me.
That's a good one. It's a good compliment.
Thanks.
Well, hope you guys had enough of our trauma for the day.
Yeah, I had some stuff I wanted to talk about that wasn't trauma.
Oh, bring it on. What you want to talk about?
But
before we get to the speech, let's go.
Are you sure?
No. The longer you wait, the less we want to do it, girl. You better talk about it.
Let me see. Well, it was. So everyone on social media is talking about the most attractive jobs. Like, there are attractive jobs out there. What instantly someone says, "Oh, I work here."
Firefighter.
You're attracted to a firefighter?
No, I'm saying.
Me too.
I'm saying firefighter. Isn't that like an attractive job for girls?
Female firefighters. Don't worry about it.
Vinny, we all agree.
The first thing that comes to my mind when someone says an attractive job.
No. But it could be like for you. So, por ejemplo, it says.
Oh, librarian.
Yeah.
Sexy hot librarian.
You saucy little minx. You. Oh.
A librarian?
Like they're like lightly strict with you? God damn.
So there's a list. Let me give you the list. A forest ranger. I've not once ever seen a forest ranger in his socks.
Do they have cowboy hats?
The ones with like the bigger
kind of like Smokey the Bear.
Mm.
Like kind of like a bucket hat, but not a bucket hat. Like
yeah. Huh.
Let's see. Someone who works at a comic shop.
Where are you getting these? You're over 2 right now, fam.
A person who is a Lego artist, like builds Legos.
That's it. You're being trolled, bro.
Nah,
you're being
stop.
trolled.
I swear.
You're guessing up 2 of my homies right now.
A teacher. I agree with that.
College teacher, right? Because
actually, there's this new wave of
No, like you now. Like right now, if someone told you, "Oh, I'm a teacher," like does that?
And you'd be like, nice.
In a library.
And then like me, I have this thing for I used to have this thing
Choose your words wisely.
with men in work boots. Oh my God, construction or freaking pinto. I don't know what it is, but those
All the chuti jobs?
dirty ass work boots. No, because you can work for CalWorks. What is it? The government?
Caltrans?
Whatever.
And still be a chunti, yeah.
They work for the union. I know a lot.
Oh, union workers? That's where all the girls want to go.
I don't know what they do. I just know that I see them at Home Depot sometimes and work boots. And I'm like, wow.
So blue collar.
Blue collar, for sure. Something about a man getting home tired from work. Not me getting home tired from work.
From yapping all day.
Estúpido. Oh, number 14. Librarian. It's in here.
Should be higher.
Number 15. Pizza delivery.
I used to do that.
Like, these are like, it just, I don't know. Like, it's just, I've never heard someone like, hey, man.
What is an attractive job for you? To me, teacher and construction.
Nurses, dental billers.
Really?
My little toxicas out there. What's up, girl?
Like in scrubs?
Yeah. Oh, woman in scrubs.
Oh, little accountant, the little desk clerks in the front of the doctor's office.
Yeah.
Mariscos waitress.
Hit
Hit me up.
Mariscos waitress?
Yeah, if it's like a marisco spot, not a
Oh.
seafood spot, not a sushi spot, a marisco spot.
Mm-hmm.
You got all these girls, their BBLs walking around like, get us some shot? I'm like, yeah, I do.
Cocktail con camarón.
All right. Well, that's that.
That's what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
Hot jobs.
There it is. Oh, my God. That shit was better than sex.
Chuchu just finished.
God.
We're done.
Keep the mic.
You're going to be mad at me?
And now, Melissa's speech.
Señora Nelisa Rios.
I have to tell you, I was really excited and I'm even a little nervous because I know that I'm speaking to the future. I'm speaking to you. And of course, I ran to my son's room. His name is Isaac. So I said, Isaac, I need your help. I'm gonna go talk to these really cool kids who are also on their way to high school. What should I tell them? He rolled his eyes and said, just don't be cringe, Mom. I said, okay, so what about if I talk to them about not using their cell phone so much? He said, absolutely not. What about bullying? Because although if you're not a victim of bullying, you might see it. And if you see something, you should say something. And he said, Mom, you're being extra. So then I said, what about anxiety? Anxiety, depression, we've all dealt with it. And he said, bruh, and walked out of the ring. So I was left to figure it out on my own. I want to start by sharing a little bit about my journey, and hopefully it'll inspire you as you move forward in your own lives. Exactly 20 years ago, I, like you, was sitting in a chair waiting for my 8th grade promotion. I was consumed with important things like, how was I going to do my hair? And what was I going to wear under my gown? And would my mom let me borrow some of her mascara and a little bit of lip gloss for this big, important day? I'm happy to share that Doña Leti, my mom, did in fact let me borrow her mascara, a little bit of lip gloss, and she even helped me curl my hair that day. I wore a white dress with little strappy heels, and of course, a little cover-up because dress code. As you guys would say, I ate and left no crumbs. Was that the cringe part? Was that what Isaac was talking about? Okay. I won't do it again, sorry. Growing up, I faced many challenges. Where I come from, graduating, even the 8th grade, is a big achievement. There were more fights than awards, and there were more dropouts than college dreams. I know firsthand how difficult it can be to dream big where resources are limited. Your circumstances do not define you. You do. Regret is up the street waiting for you, and I hope you never meet her. I hope que le eches ganas. I hope that you try everything and anything that you want. Give school, life, love, everything you got. I hope that you never have to say, I wish I would have tried harder. I wish I would have gone for it. I wish I would have listened to my mom. What is the biggest luxury in life? And they all have agreed to one thing: time. And you, my friends, have it. Time to make mistakes, time to try new things. You have time. Number 2, work ethic. In life, you're going to meet people with more than you. Maybe more privilege, maybe more money, more connections. But remember this, in the words of the great poet Hendrik Lamar, they not like us, they not like us. Another cringe moment. They don't have your hustle. They don't have your fight. They don't have your work ethic. And last but not least, friendship. Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you your future. I know you're not responsible for what your friends do, but you will be judged by the company you keep as you get older. Who do you associate with? You may not realize it, but you're a chameleon. You can and will absorb the attitudes, opinions, and behaviors of those who you choose to spend the most time with. If you spend time with the winners and positive thinkers, you'll start winning. If you spend time with negative underachievers, you'll become like them. Choose your friends wisely. I once read a quote that said, if you hang out with chickens, you'll eventually start to cluck. But if you hang out with eagles, you guys will learn to fly. You are the future, and I am so excited to see all the incredible things you're going to achieve. I want to congratulate you on all of your hard work and accomplishments. Guys, this is just the beginning, and the sky is the limit. I believe in you, now you just gotta believe in you. Tú puedes. Congratulations to the 8th grade class of 2022.